Hello everyone, Clayton speaking. This is a showcase video for Ace Face and his demon, Belacor. So I have finished this dude now. All the basing and everything's done. And I am really happy with how he turned out. You see in the last video, if you guys watched it, you'll know I did all the blue to the purple transitions and did his sword in the sort of the crystal effect. But one of the things that Ace asked me to do was to do a snow base for this guy. I think he's doing his demons all on the snow theme, sort of basing and whatnot. So I went ahead and did the old school trick of using bicarbonate of soda and PVA glue. But instead of making it look just like fallen snow, I thought for this big guy, just to make him more of a centerpiece, I did more like pack snow. So, and a little bit of ice in the snow as well. And then a couple of the rocks that I had him based on. The theory behind that is the rocks are actually busting up through, breaking this ice apart, make the base sort of look more unstable. And then to give it more of a chaosy sort of a theme, I've actually put these little icicles pointing up out of the ground like spikes. And that's just a technique of using melted plastic. The stands for the flying bases, of which obviously me being an older player I have a lot of. But yeah, it's just the uprights from the flying bases. I just melted them over a candle, and if that'll focus, basically they turn out like that. That one's got an air bubble in it, so I didn't use it. I didn't like the look of it, but that's fundamentally how they turn out, so you can sort of get a bit better of an idea. So yeah, there you go, Ace, and everyone else who is interested. He's done. The only thing I don't like about this miniature, guys, is the casting in the mouth. That was just a big blob of metal. There was no definitive mouth parts. There was no... So I'll just get toothpicks. So up in here, there was actually there's no teeth sculpted or anything. So as best I could, I got my knife, X-Acto knife or scalpel, whatever you want to call it, and I cut away as much as I could, and I tried to make a little tongue in there and do all that sort of business. So the model looks sick, if I do say so myself. Like, it turned out really nice, but the only thing I don't like is that mouth, and me being a perfectionist, that would sort of annoy me. So just a note to Ace, mate, if you do ever come across a second head for this guy and the sculpting is perfect, then please, by all means, send it to me. And I'll just repaint it and then send it back, and you can attach it, mate. Be more than happy to do that for you. So I'm sure Ace is going to love it anyway, but that would bug me. But anyway, that's just, like I said, that's just me being a perfectionist. So yeah, I did all these little teeth, thorn, bone bits, whatever you want to call them. I've done them opposite, so wherever there's a purple backing to it, I've done them in blue, as you can see up through in here, and then on his other leg and on his feet there, where it's blue, I've done them in purple, just to keep those sort of opposite colours running through the whole miniature to give it continuity. The other thing I did as well is I don't know if you can see it with the light, hopefully you can, but the skulls, I've actually made them sort of in the right light. You can see I put my hand over, they glow. That's just a really easy technique I've come up with. I did it on the bone spars for the wings as well. It's just using Deadly Nightshade over white, really thin painting. And then what I did is I just used Lothran blue and just gave it a little bit of a dry brush over the top, just to pick up the extreme edges. So yeah, I come up really nice. Same with these skulls as well. You can see them in the right light, they'll actually glow like they have some sort of power behind them, like a chaotic sort of power. But yeah, guys, that's him done. I loved painting that miniature. He was, you probably only see me paint a lot of Eldar stuff, but you know, there's not. I like painting different miniatures. It's fun. breaks the monotony of painting my little pointy-eared space elf friends, which I love painting, don't get me wrong, but this sort of brings me on to my next point about I'm going to throw my hat in the ring for commission painting, guys. There's a lot of brilliant commission painters out there already. Most of them I'm friends with on YouTube and Google Plus and whatnot. They're brilliant guys. They do a lot of bigger miniatures and whatnot. But there's a lot of them that just do but they do rank and file troops, and they do them really well. So that's not. I'm not going to do that. The rank and file sort of stuff. What I would like to stick to is the big one-off miniatures and centerpieces and things like that. So if you've got a miniature that's, you know, basically you've paid a lot of money for, which most of these miniatures are worth a lot, and you want like a fairly special crazy Clayton paint job with freehand and weird basing and all that sort of deal, then please guys, by all means, hit me up. And we can negotiate prices and whatnot, because I really don't know what I'm going to charge at the moment. But, you know, I mean, there's an example of some of the stuff that I do. You know, there's that Farseer I've completed recently, and that was a commission piece, you know, with all the freehand and whatnot on it, and not just 40k stuff as well, guys. I'll have a go at anything, you know. I really enjoy painting different miniatures. There's the Lester Bursley one I've just finished for Courage and Honour. That's a Farseer I've done recently with green stuffing, and, you know, he turned out pretty nice just as a test model. That's one of my Farseers, if he focuses. No freehand on this, like I don't have to do freehand, but you can see the sort of the colours that I can get out of certain miniatures and whatnot. And what else have I painted recently? You know, I mean, actually there's an old school ethereal that I've done. So yeah, that's kind of what I'd like to get into. Here's a, I might have to pull the camera back for this guy, but that's Old One Eye that I've recently finished for Ace as well. So, you know, I'm pretty keen to paint anything, to be honest. That one there. And this is a new one that I'm working on at the minute, Wraith Lord. So I'll just turn that light off, guys, because that's really blowing the whites out on that. But yeah, this is the sort of thing that I'm doing. So if you're keen, please hit me up. And the other thing, just real quickly too, guys, is I've worked out a new way of doing lava bases based on an old sort of, believe it or not, like an old tie-dye hippie bloody painting technique. So let's see if I put a bit of light on this, might work a bit better. Or it won't focus either way. So I'm definitely going to do a tutorial on how I did this lava base, because it looks, I try to make them look as natural as possible. So you can see there it's got all the directional flow and whatnot, but I'll do a tutorial on that. Also, if anyone's interested in a tutorial on this ice base, I know there's probably, well, there's a lot of guys out there doing it better than I can do it, but yeah, if you want to see how to do really easy ice bases, then please, guys, drop a comment below, and I've got another demon to do for Ace Face on a commission as well, which will be ice basing, which is, it'll be fairly similar to this, but it'll have a little bit more sort of a magical element to it, because it's a Greater Demon of Tzeentch, Changer of Ways, I believe it is. So I'll actually do a tutorial for that on that video if you're keen. Hit me up, and don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. And yeah, if you're after a commission, sort of the high end sort of a stuff with some crazy freehand and me being all artistic and whatever, then please feel free to hit me up in the messages or on Facebook or whatever, and I'll be more than happy to have a go at it. Alright, cheers guys, thanks for watching. Be safe and well. Bye.